Assalamu alaikum, dear cadets. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the types of the neurons. Dear cadets, in this lecture, we will discuss that what are the types and how many types of the neuron. Dear cadets, first of all, on the basis of their function, of the function of the neuron, the neurons are of three types. Neurons are divided into three types on the basis of their functions because they have the different functions. So they are divided into three major types, such as a sensory neuron, next motor neuron, and interneuron. Dear cadets, what is a sensory neuron? Sensory neurons carry nerve impulses from sense organ, and for example, ears, eyes, skin, tongue, nose, etc., to the central nervous system. Sensory neurons, dear cadets, these are the neurons which carry nerve impulse from sense organ to the central nervous system. Dear cadets, sense organ, what are the sense organs? Sense organs may be our skin, our nose, our tongue, our eyes, our hair, our ears. These are the sense organ. And what is their function? Their function is to detect the stimulus around in our surrounding, which is affecting the our body. So, sense organs are the organs which detect the change in our environment, and message reached reaches to these sense organ, and now the function of the sensory neuron is started. The cadets, these neurons now carry the nerve impulse or the message from these sense organ to the from the sense organ to the central nervous system. And what is central nervous system? Dear cadets, central nervous system contains brain and spinal cords. Dear cadets, next we have the second type of the neuron. Dear cadets, this type of neuron is motor neurons. Motor neurons carry nerve impulses from the central nervous system to the effectors. Dear cadets, we know very well that what is central nervous system. It contains a brain and spinal cord. Now, what are the effectors? Dear cadets, effectors are the organs that respond to the stimulus, that respond from our body side to the environment. These may be effectors may be muscles and glands. These all are the effectors. Dear cadets, this is the parts which respond. Dear cadets, now third type of the neuron is interneuron. Dear cadets, interneurons are present in the central nervous system, uh, means brain and spinal cord. These are the neurons present in the central nervous system, means brain and spinal cord. They form a link between sensory and motor neuron. Here, cadets, the function of the interneuron is to link sensory neuron to the motor neuron, and they also take part in the interpretation in the study of the messages in the central nervous system. Because here we have a diagram showing different types of the neuron. Number one, we have sensory neuron. This is the sensory neuron present at a site. Next, in the next of that sensory neuron Here is a interneuron, and thirdly, here is motor neuron. Dear cadets, now we can see in the diagram that interneuron, which is secondly, which is present at the middle of both motor and interneuron, is forming is producing a link between sensory and motor neuron. It is linking two types of neurons, sensory and motor neuron. So, dear cadets, next we will discuss about the central nervous system. It's enough for today. Stay blessed. Allah.